Okay, I think we do have a more intimate crowd, but that's great. So are we good to start, Helena? So how are you? Thank you for joining us on Discord to meet the community properly. I know they've definitely seen you lurking around and they'll have seen the fruits of everything that you do behind the scenes at Uplift. But for those of you who may not be familiar with Helena, Helena is Uplift's project lead and she works to handle a whole lot, really. As our project lead and as part of the core team, Helena helps to chart the course for our direction and to really plan the way for how we get there safely. But before we get into all of that, I'll just start with some simple introductions. So, hey Helena, thank you for joining us on Discord. How are you? Could you tell us a bit more about who you are, your background, and how you found your way into crypto?
So hi, Greg. Hi, everyone. So I'm Helena. I'm project lead at Uplift. And let me tell you something, Greg. Like if some years ago, if someone told me I would be so involved and working in crypto, I would not believe it. You know, I have a degree in political science and international relations, and actually started my professional career working for some ONGs. I wanted to save the world at the time. Then I ended up working for an airline company. And some years later, I decided to change path. You know, I got a specialization in digital marketing. The main question, how I got into crypto. So basically, my kickoff with crypto happened last year. It was funny because I started managing some events for other launchpads, you know, organizing, planning, setting everything up. And I got super enthusiastic about it, all this new world and how amazing and vibrant the crypto community is, you know. The adrenaline rush of organizing these kind of events, the amazing people you get to know, brilliant projects. And I mean, I just can't find other cooler space than working in crypto, you know. That's it.
No, I fully agree with you, and it's really interesting because I can tell, and from working with you as well, the energy that you have and the enthusiasm that you have for working in the space, and we are really lucky, I think, to work in such an interesting and fast moving space where there is always something new and something interesting.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Really,
every
really cool.
day, you know, every day you have always something new. And I think that this is the most fascinating about crypto.
Definitely. So that kind of leads us into the next question then. So what are some of the things that you find most interesting about being in the space? I know for me it's the freedom to work with such interesting projects and with such interesting people and the amazing community that we have, and learning more about these projects and introducing them, and it's projects that genuinely interest me. What is it for you, Helena? What do you find most interesting about being in the space?
Well, for me, you know, I'm more in the backstage, and for me, it's the opportunity to work with amazing teams from all over the world. I mean, at Uplift, we have a super international team. For example, I'm based in Lisbon, and you and all of our marketing team, Shaila, Lucy in London, Alex in Ukraine, you know, it's amazing. That's what I find more fascinating, working directly with so many different people, you know, all over the world. And, you know, it actually works. I mean, maybe Uplift is super special because we work pretty well as a team. And yeah, that's it, I think.
Definitely. I completely. We're almost on two different ends of the chart there, because I obviously, being community facing, I spend most of my time with the guys in the community, but you obviously are a bit more backstage. So it's interesting to get an insight there. And obviously, as Uplift project lead, you've got a whole lot of things that come under your scope. What are your objectives and your main goals at Uplift? What do you spend most of your time doing? And what would you say is the most challenging thing about your job? And please don't say keeping track of what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think that you're totally right. I think I spend most of my day chasing people. Sorry, it's one of my main tasks. I mean, I'm kidding, but yeah, now seriously speaking, as a project lead, you have to make sure that all your team is delivering things on time, that every team member is engaged and motivated. And I also do a lot of planning. This is more of the boring part that no one wants to listen. Yeah, but there's a lot of managing, like small things that help us, that a project lead needs to do, and to bring, things on time, and to deadlines to be completed. So yeah, that's basic what I do most of the day.
I don't think that's boring at all, Helena. I think it's important. I think it's the infrastructure. You are the infrastructure of Uplift, which I think is pretty cool. So what would you say then is your vision for Uplift? Where do you want to take us, and where would you like to see Uplift in the future? What's our direction? How are we going to get there?
I mean, I can tell, that in the future, Uplift will be one of the biggest launchpads. I mean, I wish it was the biggest launchpad in the crypto scene, in the crypto space. Hard work that all of our team has, and the perseverance, so we'll get some fruits from all of this hard work, and partnering with the best, having amazing projects in our pipeline. I mean, that's the key for success, and I think Uplift has it for sure. And so I see in the future, I see big things.
Definitely. And we've been having some Uplift updates recently to introduce a bit more about our direction, our plans, and some of the new things that we'll be bringing. So you can expect to see some of those being shared, a bit more information on soon. But all of these things, we think it's going to continue to grow out Uplift and really push the word out there. So we've gone through some of the serious stuff, Helena, of everything behind the scenes, but a little bit of fun. What would you say is your best crypto story?
I'm thinking, I'm not, I'm new, but I think I have. I remember, seeing Polygon Magic under 1 cent, and I decided not to buy. And, obviously, Polygon then took off and became something huge, which is a nice reminder. This reminds us that projects can see this explosive growth when they put the hard work in. And also that success is something we definitely want to emulate and bring at Uplift. Don't you think this, Greg?
Yeah, no, that is a painful one.
This is something
I think
I regret,
There's always new opportunities, and I think that's something especially that's prevalent with Uplift, that we will keep bringing more projects and more investment opportunities. We do have more things in the pipeline to share before too long, so do make sure you're keeping up to date with all of the announcement channels and all of our social pages. But that is a painful one, Helena. So what would you say makes you passionate about crypto and passionate about Uplift then?
I mean, I love Uplift. Like I told you before, I also love all this crypto environment and this crypto space. I love, the constant rush, this excitement with new projects, with new ideas, and new partnerships, the opportunity to meet super fascinating people. I think that's the most interesting thing here in the crypto space, and working for Uplift. Yeah, that's basically this. I think, like I told you before, I can't find other cooler environment, than working for a crypto launchpad like Uplift, and working in crypto space. Every day you learn something new, and this keeps you, always excited, always interested in learning and get to be better.
Definitely. I think that is one of the things, especially with working with launchpad and a lot of new projects always coming under our scope. We're getting to see a lot of new interesting projects and introduce these to the community, and it's projects that we may not have otherwise known about without being sort of involved here. And it's amazing to really understand how everything works behind the scenes and to bring all of these amazing projects to you guys. We do a lot of due diligence, and we've recently strengthened our due diligence pipeline as well by partnering with Excavo and so we think there's a very, very bright future ahead. But what would you say is your vision for crypto in general in the future, Helena? Do you see crypto being far more adopted, or do you think it's just going to be investment purposes, or what do you think the future of crypto will look like?
Well, I'm super optimistic about crypto, about the future. I know most of the community and most people are worried at the time, but are worried now, but because we are under a bear market. But I'm pretty confident that crypto will rise again, probably earlier than everyone thinks. I believe that September, maybe October, will be the months, that crypto will be reborn in full power. I was listening to Excavo to Eugene, by the way. His AMA was super interesting, and yeah, I totally agree with him, and it was super positive message that he brought. I learned a lot. Yeah, and I also think if you look at history, the market, has always been like this. You have some ups and downs, but truth is, crypto, blockchain, Web3, all these words, all these are here to stay. And they are the future. So I see it as I'm super optimistic about it.
That's a really good answer. No, I like that. And I agree completely, because I think people are starting to understand now that when the market goes down, it doesn't mean Bitcoin's dead. There are cycles and everything will come back. And if you focus on the fundamentals and keep building, you've got the tools to outlast. Sure. And I think it's just the understanding of that.
And I think also, we have these downs now and we are down now, but I think for us, Uplift, and it's time, to think, to prepare for the future, to get exciting projects for the future, and get stronger. And as a community, so I am super optimistic about it.
Definitely. And I think it's not just it's just a part of the cycle. So
yeah, it is. Like Eugene, I thought that AMA was amazing. Super interesting guest. But
super interesting. There isn't really anyone better to learn from. So it was a shame we didn't have more people on that AMA, but I think there is a recording on YouTube that you can definitely go and check out, which is our AMA with Eugene Loza, who is the #1 top trader on TradingView. He gave some really interesting insights about the market and what he thinks will happen, not only with Bitcoin in the upcoming months, but Bitcoin in the future leading up to 2025 onwards. And it was really, really interesting. So you should definitely go and watch that and see what he had to say. But yeah, he was a really, really interesting guest.
Yeah, he had super good insights from that interview. Yeah, and another thing that I also, and you have more opportunity to deal as a community lead, I think that I didn't mention. Another amazing thing of working in crypto is all the community, that we have, that is amazing. And thank you all for all the support, always being there.
Definitely. I think
that's the most important here. And
definitely. And I think what we're going to be doing as well is we'll be having a lot of new content going out for you guys, both educational content, to help bring everyone's crypto knowledge really up there, so everyone can start to not only invest in these projects, but start to understand them a bit further. Because I know we have a very, very diverse community, not only in geographical terms, but we have a lot of people who are newer to the space, and then we have some more seasoned veterans as well. So we really do have a real mix, but we'll have a lot more content going out, educational and on the new products and directions that we'll be bringing as well. So there is a lot of interesting stuff coming up. So thank you to you guys. And I think, Helena, now would be a good time to see if anyone in the community has any questions. So if there's anything you want to come and ask either me or Helena, just pop your hand up and we will invite you onto the stage.
Hi.
Hi, Anatho. How are you?
Hi.
Thanks, I'm fine. How close are you working with the DAISY team? Is there any plan to increase the use case of Uplift beside the BTC miner NFT project? So as I see at the moment, you can only stake the tokens, and there aren't too much use cases, and maybe there would be some possibilities to work together and figure out something to have more use case.
Thank you, Anatol, for the question. I am not the best person to answer here.
I think, Anatho, if you want to put me a message, I didn't quite catch all of that. If you put me a message, I can follow up there, because I'm not sure that myself and Helena are probably best suited. But we'll definitely, if you put me something, I can look into that for you.
Sure.
Okay, then if I may have another one. I have a really small YouTube channel, and mainly Hungarian people are there, and mainly people who just joined in the last couple of months or maximum 2 years. And a lot of people have been participated in the IDOs, and some of the IDOs had some delays on the token generation events, and somehow I mostly get the information how they can claim their tokens. And I know that there are really good videos what Uplift is making, and short and really step by step, but somehow I feel that most of the community is not so technical related, and there are when blockchains are in the play, and people cannot only use let's say the Binance Smart Chain with MetaMask, then that causes quite a bit of headache, and I don't know how to solve this, but somehow I feel that people need solutions, only need to press some buttons and get to the result. Otherwise, they will give up and maybe leave the platform. So just as a suggestion to somehow, I have no clue how to educate the people. I tried with smaller or bigger results, but yeah, I feel that's the point where should focus.
Yeah, thank you, Anatol. And yes, we've been, now I can answer a little bit. That's one of our priorities now, education videos, how to educate communities. So we are working hard on that, and we'll have some news in the next future, really soon, to help community and educate people.
Definitely.
Okay, that's great. And the other thing what I would really like, there are some projects where you stake the base token, you farm the base token, and you can farm other projects tokens as well. Maybe somehow mixing the IDOs with some some percentage in farming. So if people stake it for, I don't know, half a year or a year, then they gradually get other tokens as well, which are involved in the IDOs or something like that, to have some other passive income possibilities, not only just taking the uplift and waiting that the price is getting higher, or selling the IDO tokens.
Yeah, and also we have everything educational, all the educational content that we are preparing. It will be everything on the website pretty soon. So yes, that's our main goal now. And but anything, like Greg said, that if you can address to us, and we can help. But yeah, our main goal now is to educate community and help them how to claim the tokens, everything.
Okay, thank you. I have no other questions. I leave place for
Thank you,
others.
Anatol. Thank you.
Thanks,
you.
Anatol.
Thank you. See you.
Okay, is there anyone else? Any questions? I think then, thank you, Anatol, for the questions. I think that is everyone from the audience, and thank you, Helena, for joining us on Discord to meet the community properly and talk a little bit more about what you do as Uplift's project lead. So thank you for joining us, and thank you everyone in the community as well. It's been great to see some familiar faces and have everyone here listening in to meet Helena properly.
Thank you so much, Greg, and thank you all the audience for your time. You know, without the community, you know, you are our uplift. You know, you are our support, and thank you so much for being there.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Greg.
Yeah, keep an eye out for the educational content and the updates coming soon.
Yeah, for sure. That's our priority. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good day. Bye.